Hello and welcome back to Banished with the RedKetchup mod. So we have our clay pit here, which has a limit. We don't want to have that because we need to have them start making some clay on there. And we have our kiln that is being currently made. And then once that gets done, we can start using bricks for things. We have some houses put in here. I'll want to get at least one of these started up, as I'm sure we need more housing. We have the stockpile that we're going to need bricks, in the barn we're going to need bricks for. And we got also over here in our quadrant, we got the hospital that's going to need to still get built, and our town hall that is getting worked on. So it needs some more components in there. And we're slowly getting that hillside away. So, over here, we have a whole bunch laid out. We're going to continue laying out more canal. And probably somewhere over here in some sort of intersection. And have it go out to the lake. And then also, let's maybe get some more, get the housing done over here and more over here. Get more housing done. So let's also get our limit up on our tailors. We want them to be able to keep up with getting more stuff. Same with our tools. Tool limit's been hit, so I do want to make sure we have plenty of stuff being made so that we, in case we get nomads. But we got steel tools. Steel tools should work pretty good. Kiln is done and ready. However, we don't have much clay going, so I think we'll let them just kind of sit there for a while until we accumulate some more clay, and then get some more of this structure built and worked out here. Alright, so the town hall is done. We unfortunately have too many homes to families, but we are clothed and educated, so that is a good thing to have. And get our work all done, and health and happiness seem to be pretty good so far. So now that we got our handy dandy town hall, we can get our information pretty easily here. Okay, so we can resume our game playing plate here. We do need a little bit more people, so I mean fishermen is fine to kind of knock one down there. So they are working on getting, we need to get the canal in at some point. I don't think it needs to be done yet, but we have it kind of gone around here in a circle and out to the lake. I have it go out in a couple places. So we also have the hospital that's currently being worked on as well. And since there isn't going to be much greenery, there's going to be like a whole bunch of canal stuff. I do want to get a few trees in and such, so that will be quite nice to get a little bit of green around. Nothing too big, I hope. Just kind of get a few trees here and there where we can, and then some bushes, which obviously during this time of the year doesn't work very well, but we'll put in a few now and put in a few later and such. And like, there's going to be so much space around these where other blocks are a little bit tighter. I'm definitely going to want to put and cram in a bunch of bushes and such around here to kind of just fill it out and color up the, you know, ugliness of the hill landscape texture type. So get a few more around the buildings, and then we'll kind of work a little bit more in as, you know, the seasons go without hopefully doing too much. So we got a bit of area still left over here to figure out what to do, and no one is working here. That's unfortunate. So now it's all winter time and all the strawberries are gone away. Okay, no one's gonna come by and pick it up either. Broccoli was pretty consistent, 616 for 2 years in a row. Okay, that's pretty good. So we have this area that I think would be best if it does get flattened some, make it a little bit more straight. It's got a little something there to clear out, but it's kind of unusable if it's got all this like curvature to it. So if it's a little bit flatter, straighter, we can do a little bit more with that later on. And it looks like the kiln people have caught up to all the clay that's been working, so maybe we can get a temporary another person there. Oh, I got extra workers. Okay, so let's get that down to 3. And then we can kind of clear this out for future use. And it does look like we are gonna need to get a couple more houses in. We got a couple in over here, which still there's people that are just being single, so try our little trick to try to hopefully get in a couple. That gets in a couple over there. And if we got any other extras, yeah, we still got too many homes, so there must be a couple people that are living by themselves somewhere around here. And there's one person. Let's see if we can get him moved out, or whoever it was moved out, and then someone else to get moved in, because that would be ideal. I think it was Derek, maybe. Okay, well, someone will eventually get in there. So we have some food, and I definitely do want to spend some money here. Getting some sort of food would help. Now we can get a little bit of food variety too while we're at it. It won't last that long. That's okay. Alright, so a little bit goes, it helps. I like to buy so we can have a variety of stuff. So we have this mine that we could probably increase. I like to keep making sure we have our stone. Seems to be doing okay on the iron, and they're not running out, it seems. Oh, someone finally moved in. We have that one that's partially built, and we have the random one. So, well, coal maybe we only need 2. I do like them having some coal around, but we are kind of still limited on the people, unfortunately, until we get more kilos. And storages seem to be pretty okay, especially when you have the dock. We have so much storage stuff along the dock. I went a little too crazy with that. But what I do want to start working on is, since we do have a little bit of stone saved up, I do want to help them move a little bit faster. So get one stretch of road stoned and trying to keep it as the same texture, but we do need to collect more too, so that can help us keep getting more stone, because well, all the canals are stones too. So, and I don't want to get messed up on where our roads and stuff are, so if I can kind of keep clearing out where the canals can go, and then get some of this mountain bit done, the instant stuff, the stuff that doesn't have any resources on it, and then we can flatten more later on. It looks ugly, but it will get fixed. Just want to kind of get the bulk of the yucky hillside out, and then we can kind of round some corners a little bit just to make it at least livable. I can live with a little bit of edges around there, but it might help us get some of the canal figured out where we want to put stuff. And so we did just get some food, and we don't have much left. Yeah, I think just kind of save up. As much as I'd like to get more, just figured to save up a little bit, and that might help. So clay pits, we've gotten a little bit more, so we can try having that on for a little while there, just so we can make sure we have enough stuff that we can start building with it. So we have our outside road. Gotta figure out where all this is going to go. And this is a 3-way, so that's going to need to get cleared out that direction as well. But I think somewhere over here we should have a way that goes down south. And I just kind of have to figure out where would it not look too blocky. I don't want it to be too square, too much square and too much regular shapes. So if we can kind of get a little bit of it in a different direction and such, it might help it look a little bit more interesting. But putting the roads down for guidelines there. So now we have a 3-way set up there, and we'll have 2 ways coming down. We'll have to figure out which way to finagle those 2 going downwards. Alright, so 30 to 29, we're getting a little bit better on that. And all clothes and whatnot too. So charcoal, hide coats are doing good. Leather, we're almost on leather actually. So let's have this tailor get changed to something else. We have 441 cotton and 636 flax. And what else do we have? We could do wool. I don't think we have any wool. so no wool. And I don't see any furs around here because that's another option. So let's just have them start making some linen there, and then that can get used for later because we're up on coats, so they seem to be doing okay. And then that'll let us get more leather. You have a lot of flowers. Likewise, that's usually what happens a lot of the time. So they're on a firewood. We should have plenty of charcoal. We have one charcoal kiln over here, which seems to be doing pretty good per year. We still got 422, it says, from the town hall. So let's have them start making some glassware there. And then we can kind of keep on developing this area a bit. So kind of have to figure out where I might want to put some more housing. We have one market is sitting up over here and missing a vendor for some reason. She shouldn't be, but it is. They're putting stuff in there anyhow. It's getting used. I think maybe more housing in that direction. So maybe we can put some other things, but we have our pastures over here too. So kind of trying to figure out where we're going to keep some food stuff and where to maybe put some other product buildings. Alright, get a little bit more road for laid out here. That'll be our corner. Trying to make sure I keep everything as double rows, so we can try to lay in a little bit more canal. Of course, it's the wrong way. Okay. Can pause that one and then get rid of that one. I swear my canals just like never want to lay down on the proper way. So we do have the cattle here. I think maybe it would be good to have the food processing over there and then like the other stuff like the perfumery over on this side. And you can make a little block of some sort around here as well for them. Alright, Mr. Trader, what do you have? You got coal? Coal's okay. Don't really need some other stuff, but yeah, our firewood's like not doing good at the moment. So let's, oh that's right, we can only do 100 of that. So let's put in just the right amount of pearls and we can pick up that coal for them. So, what is going on? We got Forester goes there. There's one kiln. They need they need firewood, and we can stick another charcoal kiln over here. And I don't think it'll interfere with the radius. All right, so that house still has one person. Maybe you have one person in here now. Maybe one died from old age, but now it's a couple. Maybe they moved in with someone, so that's pretty good. Okay, so maybe soon we need to get a few more houses going. Yeah, that might be possible. Alright, let's see who will move into this. Okay, so a couple there. And we still don't have anyone homeless, so... Oh no, 30 homes and 33 families, so... It does look like we can start moving or making some more stuff. Okay, so we got that one that we can undo there. The charcoal kiln is almost done, or rather it is done now, but... Let's see... we also have the stockpiles and the barn buildings to get done here. We need 1 person, 2 people. So we can do 2 people in there, and of course it is only firewood. So we have, it's on the other side. So we need to switch that to firewood so we can start making all that stuff. I think we have enough lumber. I think we're good on that now. Wow, they got that one built fast. So okay, let's get another one. Let's see if they're almost done with this stockpile and barn as well. Alright, so finally we got this building. And like I said, I'm going to put a few of these types of buildings in because they're useful, but they're not colored. But we'll move this stockpile over to the new stockpile building while we don't have, you know, that stuff. So prioritize it so that I can get that done. And then we can get rid of the barn. Thankfully, there's not too much in there, so they'll also start moving over the stuff to the new barn as well. Not sure about the capacity, if it's quite the same. We might have to get another barn somewhere else again. But I wanted to kind of clear up that area and then finally start working our way towards there. Alright, Town Hall. Wow. Oh, suddenly there's a bunch of families and stuff that are wanting to have their own house. Okay, so we'll eventually get some more of those going. It looks like we're doing pretty good on the bricks, and the clay still seems to be doing pretty good. Why is there missing a person here too? Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, well they'll get fixed and figured out at some point there. We got the perfumery up. We can put a person... Actually, no, we shouldn't put a person in. We have the flowers and the bottles now, but not the water, so we're gonna have to figure that out as well. First, let's make sure we get another house started. Okay, and let's look at places. So I think there is like a water tower or something, but I don't want to do that one. I'm not sure if it's been under here. So we got the normal well. That's just for putting out fires, which in this city we don't really need to do because I think we can just go down to the canal essentially and take water out from there. So this is all those buildings, and we got some of the food stuff and water well. So that can get used for industrial stuff like greenhouses and perfumeries. So I'd like it to be over here somewhere close, and I can put it along the road. Now let's make it really easy. Let's put it over here by the hospital, and someone can start getting stuff out of there. There is the stockpile, there is the canal stuff. We'll have to figure out some more stockpile stuff too. But we can continue getting a little bit more done. I think there was a couple pieces that had some stuff in it, but we'll get that done later. That'll be over time. So we could get a little bit more. I suppose a little bit more wouldn't hurt. Everything else I don't really need. I mean, flaxseed, I'll collect this stuff as it is with the gatherers and that, so. We probably should at this point get a little bit more foresters, I think. If we're gonna need to start doing more firewood so we can do the charcoal and stuff, probably be a good idea to do that. Alright, so now someone can start working on that. Getting some water, which will take a little bit of time, but then we can then get the perfumery going and start selling that as well. That'll give them a bit of time to start collecting all this stuff. So we have a whole bunch of this stuff paused here. Kind of thinking make one of these stockpile alls that are covered. That way it looks like a building. I could do one of the brick or whatever corner ones, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do my block down there yet. So I think it'll take a bit of time for her to get some water, so we'll kind of wait on that. And then that just gives me opportunity to put in some more greenery and whatnot. Fortunately, some of this kind of is a little bit wonky. It doesn't always sit on the middle of the square. So I'll try to put in a few things that kind of fit around, but I just kind of want to cover things in. And then I'll have to wait to put in some more of this stuff, and then I don't care about the flowers covering up some of it. It'll just make it look more full, which is what I'm more concerned about. Just so it's kind of filled in. There's up over here there's more grass, so it's not such a big thing, but it's more down here where it's kind of brownish yuckiness. So I'll probably just try to help cover in some of that when I get to it. So now we are low on food. So now that we got more population, got them kind of filling in, which probably need more houses, we're going to need to get more food in. So I want to make sure we get rid of this, and we're going to redo it and make it into a bigger one. And move that over, and then I don't know what to do necessarily here, but we can always put in more seafood. I don't know, just gets a little bit more variety. I need to make sure we get a little bit more in. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.